Ho ho buddies, welcome to Borderline Games. I'm Gareth and today we're playing 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. Last time we had a weird flashback in the incinerator where we saw how Akane supposedly died. And after that we saw that maybe Akane is casting her solutions to the puzzles from the past 9 years ago to Junpei in the present today. Is that possible? I guess let's find out on Borderline Games. And hello, no one important too. How's it going? Okay, so we see Akane sees this weird machine that pops up. She says, "What is that?" What else could I say? The floor opened and a machine rose up out of it. It looked like a computer. At least it kind of did. There was a monitor, a keyboard, and a cross-shaped device of some kind. Something about the machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wiped them off even as more took their place, and forced myself forward. Finally, I reached it. I looked at the screen. It was blank. All I saw was my own frightened face staring back at me from the glass, drenched in tears. All I can see on the screen is a reflection of my own face. I'm looking kind of freaked out. So, this is the thing. It seems like the Akane that we've seen in present day hasn't actually been there. Is that possible? I don't think it's properly explained it yet. But I feel like that's the only way that this makes sense, right? If Akane's died 9 years ago, then we're just seeing her because she's projecting herself to us. I'm looking kind of freaked out. I know I'm sweating like crazy, but seeing it kind of drives it home. Okay, Junpei, just calm down, alright? Everything's gonna be okay. Gah! Man, I wish that thing would just shut up. Incineration will begin in 15 minutes. Alright, back to this thing. If it's only showing up now, then it's gotta be important. What the hell am I supposed to do with it? Hey, move! Gah! Hey, we're all tense, lady. That doesn't mean you get to shove people around. Okay, it's turned on. There's nothing on the screen, though. This is bad. This is really bad. If there's nothing on here, how are we supposed to do anything with it? Sure, I'll just push buttons. I'm sure that'll... Oh? Huh. Well, at least it's on now. What's on the screen, though? What is this? What's up? It looks like some sort of puzzle. It's got a bunch of numbers and letters scattered across a 5x5 grid. The numbers range from 1 to 8. You think that if we solve this puzzle, the incinerator will stop? Yeah, well, we can hope, right? Alright, puzzle, how do you work? Oh man, that goddamn voice again. Incineration will begin in 13 minutes. Shit. 13 minutes. Can we really do this? My heart feels like it's gonna pop. My heart was pounding like it was about to explode. Oh, so if I save Akane by projecting my... So if I'm going to tell her how to solve it, then we're going to change history for Akane. Is that how it's going to work? So, when we were doing the Nonary game, I was kind of existing in... I don't know. I was existing in both worlds where she was alive and she was dead. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. I stared at the puzzle on the screen. I was sure I had to solve it somehow, but I had no idea how. My connection to Jumpy had been gone for a while now. His mind was gone. I couldn't get any more information from him. I felt the seconds tick by as I stared at the screen, completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears poured over them, so we're sending stuff to each other. Then I heard a voice. "Hey, what are you doing?" It was muffled. I turned around. Pressed against the window in the entry door was a face, a frightened evil face. It was Hongo. How long had he been watching me? Don't know what to do? He was yelling, but his voice was still muffled. It's simple, really. But I suppose I might as well tell you. Just solve the puzzle on that machine. His laughter was muffled by the door, but it still tore at my heart like the claws of a vicious monster. I bit my lip and glared at Hongoro, struggling to hold back hot tears. You're a terrible person. I hate you. Oh my, how could you call a gentleman such as myself a terrible person? That's not very nice. I'm quite fair. I don't use tricks or play dirty. You see, I've even left you a way out. A way out? Didn't you hear me? All you have to do is solve that puzzle. Do that, and you can stop the incinerator. What's the point of stopping it? You'll only capture me and make me do this all over again. I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now. My goodness. Haven't you listened to anything I've said? I told you. I'm a fair man. If you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will in turn activate. If this experiment is to deliver valid results... Jesus, I'll try that again. If this experiment is to deliver valid results, there must be a chance of success. If you succeed, you will escape. The verification function of the red. Then I remembered. Before Hongo left the room, he'd scanned 2 bracelets into the red. Ah, so you do remember. Right now, there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1, and the second is 3. Say, Akane, what's your number? I looked down at my left hand. The face on my bracelet showed a 5. 1 plus 3 plus 5 is 9. I ran to the door with a 9 on it. I grabbed the red and put my hand against the scanner panel. You really aren't one for listening, are you? I hear Hongoro's muffled voice from across the room. I already told you, didn't I? Once you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will activate. In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number. What kind of fool are you? Why are you doing this? You could never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys. Now start the experiment. Solve the puzzle. I can't, I don't know how. Of course you don't, isn't that the point? You understand, don't you? Access the morphogenetic field and find the solution. I can't. Then you'll die. You'll burn alive. It's going to be quite hot in there in a few minutes. I imagine it will be very painful. Yeah. His horrible laugh echoed across the room, and even after his face disappeared from the window, I could hear it. Incineration will begin in 10 minutes. I was crying, great gulping sobs broken by hiccups that shook my body. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pulsing down on me like a tremendous weight. Somehow I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the device. I stared at the monitor. I can't. I just can't. There's no way. I can't figure this out. What was I going to do? I didn't know. I didn't even know where to start. Fear scattered my thoughts, and all I could think of was how I was going to die. My palms were sweating and my blood was boiling in my veins. It was hot. So hot. I couldn't breathe. I felt dizzy. My heart roared in my chest as if it would pound itself to pieces. I reached into my pocket. I wrapped my hand around the thing I'd come back to get. The doll Jumpy had given me. At least I had that. I held it tight with both hands and prayed. Help me. Jumpy. Help me. Help me. Help me. Jumpy. 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 Please. Help me. Jumpy. Alright. Akane. Akane! Who the hell is Akane? Shut up. Just shut the hell up. Seven and Lotus don't understand. I think Clover and Snake have an idea, though. Clover's looking at me. And I think Snake may have figured it out. No, it doesn't matter. They're in my way. Where'd she go? Maybe over here? Akane. Akane! Can you hear me? Akane, say something! Fuck. Did something break our connection? I swear I just heard her. Shit. Akane, answer me! Akane! Jumpy? I spun around. I heard a voice. His voice. I looked around. He wasn't in the room, of course. But I'd heard it so clearly. Like he was right there. Jumpy! I screamed as loud as I could. Akane! Jumpy! That's her. She's there. Then that means... Akane. Akane, are you in an incinerator right now? Yes, I am. How did you know? I couldn't believe that he knew that. Now I understand what Santa meant. Right. There's only one way to help her. You were brought here to help my sister to save Akane. I think I get it now. Ooh, I got goosebumps. Incineration will begin in 7 minutes. Jumpy, we don't have time. As quickly as I could, I told him that I had to solve the puzzle in order to stop the incinerator. Got it. And I do. I get everything now. At last I finally understand what all this means. I know why the Nonary Game was held today. I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All of this was planned out to lead to this one moment. Oh my god. This is insane. I can't believe it, but there's only one possible answer. June is. Zero is. Akane Kurashiki. She created the history of the future that she had a glimpse of 9 years ago. She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. No. She's trying to save herself right now. That means that there's only one thing for me to do. Even if this is all some sort of insane plan, I will save her. I will save Akane Kurashiki. I must save her no matter what. Incineration will begin in 6 minutes. Oh, hi Halfway Channel, how's it going? Yeah, it's great, isn't it? The music's great in this game, I think. The voice reminded me of how much time I had left. Jumpy! Yeah, I know, just hang on, alright? I promise I'll get you out of here. Out of there. I'm not gonna let you die, I promise. So don't worry, alright? Just give me a few minutes, okay? Okay. My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. It felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, My heart burned with my feelings for him. Alright, time to get to work, Junpei. Halfway Channel says it's great. Oh, the music, yeah. Are you jumping into the next one when you're done, or giving yourself a bit of a break? You know, I might jump into the next one. This has really got me intrigued. Is the next one said to be as good as this one, do you know? Have you played the second one? Is Snake talking to them about something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Did I just miss something then? No, I didn't. Get out of my way. Hey, what are you... Just trust me, okay? Sorry, Lotus. I didn't mean to snap. But there's a lot more at stake here than your pride. I'll apologize later, okay? Now, let's have a look at this thing. We've got numbers all over the grid. I think the panels are out of order. So I just need to switch these out. Staring at it isn't going to accomplish anything. I'll just have to try. Think of what I did all those times before. I'm going to do this on my own. With my own mind. I'm going to solve this problem. Cool. Seek a way out. Halfway Channel says, I played them all. Oh, cool. Most people say the second one is better, but I enjoyed this one the most. And that's due to the art style. Okay, well, I can't wait to see what the second one's about. Okay, so... Does this mean it's locked in place? Oh. Right, so I can switch them around. So can't do that one. What does this look like? This looks like password, right? Yeah. Oh, okay. 9999999. Success. Please enter password. Oh, okay. What? Nonary? No. How am I supposed to know what the password is? Password. No? Hang on, so when I solved it, what happened? Can I go back? How do I go back? Password. I'm inputting a password now then. Are there any hints? What the hell am I supposed to put here? 9? Whoa, it was just 9. Oh, okay. Hang on. Yes, that's it. Akane, did you get it? Yes, I did. I solved it. I mean, really, you solved it for me, but I copied everything you did. Now I just have to press enter. What the hell are you waiting for? Push it. Okay. I will. I hit the enter key. Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed. Incineration system has been disabled. Jumpy! It worked! It worked! The incinerator shut down! It worked! Was that the puzzle that I had to solve? Just put 9 in. Tears rolled down my face as I cried out to him. But they were a very different sort of tears. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body. At the same time, what strength I'd had left disappeared and I collapsed to the floor. For a while I just lay there, laughing and crying, and enjoying being alive. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst. Phew. I can't quite believe I did that. But I'm so glad. So glad. I feel like my heart's on fire. Uh-oh. No, I don't have time to be thinking about that kind of shit. I need to tell Akane. Akane. Sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay? Oh, of course. That's fine. Also, you can do that. You can just hang up on me. I wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. Then I looked over at the corner of the floor. There were the 2 bracelets Hongo had left behind. Now, well, Seven and Lotus don't look particularly happy with me. Not a very nice look to give someone who just saved your lives, guys. Jumpy, are you... Okay. Ah, shut it. Right. Okay, so maybe they have a reason to be pissed off. So what if I haven't pressed the enter key yet? Alright, nothing holding me back now. Here goes. Wait. Incineration will begin in 90 seconds. Huh? 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 It doesn't sound like it's stopping. Can I flip? No. What the shit? Why isn't it stopping? Okay, maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. Just hit it again. And again. And again. Okay, that's not working either. The alarm's still going off. What the hell is going on? I've got all the right numbers in the right boxes. It's perfect. So why the fuck isn't this thing stopping? Incineration will begin in 60 seconds. Wait, of course. That's what the numbers showed up after the puzzle, after the puzzle mean. After the puzzle. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. That's what we've got to put in. Snake, Clover, me, 7, and Lotus. Then... door 9. No. That's it! That number on the door isn't a 9. It's not even a number. It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that... Holy shit. Of course. Then we just have to put the right number into the red. And... incineration will begin in 30 seconds. Run. Guys, get to the door. Run. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Don't have much time. Man, I sure hope that they can trust me on this one, or we are all fucked. Alright, no time to explain, just go. Quick, verify your numbers on the red. Verify? Who? What combination? All of us. We all need to verify. Why? You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it. Hurry, 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 hurry. Incineration will begin in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Just in time. Central gate has been opened. Incineration system has been disabled. Oh, thank fucking Christ. No, no time to be happy. Time to go. Hurry, we've only got 9 seconds before the door closes. Go, go, go! Come on, guys. Move it. Okay, they're all through. Move it, Junpei. Just in time. And there goes the door. No. Don't calm down yet. You're not done. We've still got to find the dead. Shit. Looks like we made it, huh? Man, that guy sure can laugh when he wants to. Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head wearily. I just want to take a nap, but... Akane. Akane, can you hear me? Akane! I want to tell her we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel. But... nothing. The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother. Akane! Ayui! I cried his name, even though my voice was almost gone from screaming, and leapt into his arms. Oh, Ayui! Akane. I buried my face in his chest and cried again. I cried and cried and cried. The steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was at home. Its beat was almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they would go, and held him as tight as I could. Just to be there felt like a miracle. I hadn't felt the warmth of another human body in what had seemed like an eternity. I just wanted to stay there in his arms forever. But I couldn't. The moment I'd passed through the door, my bracelets had begun to count down to death. I leapt away from him and looked around. The door had already closed. I spotted the dead only a short distance away. It took me only a moment to get to, and scan all the bracelets. I left the ones Hunguro had dropped on the scanner panel. That was it. I took a deep breath and looked around again. The huge detective, who he'd called 7 in 9 years, and Snake the blind boy, were looking at me. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes were wide and their mouths hung open. Alright, let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run into Hunguro again. Ayoi was right. It was time to get moving. The mention of Hunguro seemed to jar 7 and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. We took off running up the spiral stairs to freedom. Time for more running. But if they can get us out of here... No wonder we're running so hard. My heart's beating so hard I can barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe real air again. Huh, 7 talking. Hey, Jumpy, can I ask you something? What's up? That door, the one with the 9 on it, why did it open? Yeah, all 5 of us verified our numbers on the red. 2, 4, 5, 7 and 8 is 26, which makes a digital root of 8. It shouldn't have opened. That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already. Huh? Why? Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases. Bases? Yeah, what are the 2 numbers in base 2? 0 and 1. How about base 10? That goes from 0 to 9, right? Then how about base 16? 0 to F. After 9, it starts at A and goes from there. B, C, D, etc. You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10. B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, and so on. So? What about it? You don't get it. What if we keep going with that pattern? What if you go way past 16 all the way to base 27? Base 27? Yeah. Well, the numerical digits are the same. So I guess you'd add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16, H is 17, I is 18, J is 19, K is 20, L is 21, M is 22, N is 23, O is 24, P is 25. Yeah, and what comes after that? Q. 26. And what does that mean? That wasn't a 9 on the door. It was a Q. A fucking lowercase q. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27. Time for more running. God, my thighs are killing me. I swear, any moment from now, I'm going to tear a muscle. I feel like every cell of my body is dying for air. Damn, every breath I take is a chore now. I feel like my lungs are going to burst. Maybe just a short rest. No. Can't stop. Don't have time. Come on, legs. There can't be many more of these steps left. Let's run. Run like a bullet down a rifled barrel. Like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. I feel like we're running along the back of a giant, coiled dragon. Finally. Phew. Jesus, I can barely breathe. No, Junpei, no time to rest. Pull yourself together. You're almost there. Alright, I'm gonna open it. Yeah. Yes. We're finally here. Please do. Sure, you look like a big heavy door. But you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom. But even more importantly than that, you're the only thing standing between me and Akane. You're gonna open. And you're gonna open now. I felt a hand on my shoulder. It was Aoi's. He gave it a small, reassuring squeeze. I was so happy I felt like I could melt. My heart was at peace. And not only because my brother and I were back together again. Thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us who had been kidnapped were finally able to escape from the gigantic. On the distant horizon, we could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves. Its last cry echoed out across the ocean, and then it was gone. It's over, Aoi whispered. Yeah, it was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Was it really? No, that was wrong. That wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. This was only a prologue to what would happen in 9 years. Okay. Yes. Finally! Air! Gah! Damn, that sun is bright. I can barely see anything. I gotta admit, this doesn't look quite like... Wait. No way. You've got to be shitting me. What? It can't be. This is... Whoa. Just somewhere in the middle of the desert. Oh my god. This is the building in the Nevada desert. The mock experiment building. Ah. Oh my god, this whole time we're in building Q. Sure enough, that's a desert out there. With mountains all around it. Hello there, sun. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. I don't think I ever have been so happy to see a sunrise. Huh? Did I just hear something fall? Oh. Right. Our bracelets. I guess I've never really got a good look at the underside of one of these. Let's see what's inside you. Just a little electronic chip. Like in an ATM card. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing that even looks like a detonator. There was never a detonator to begin with. Well then, how did those people die? Figures. Carne. Jumpy. Huh. Guess I must be pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind. Is that the end? Oh my god. So good. So have I unlocked all the endings now? We can skip the credits, right? Halfway Channel says, what a crazy game. Yeah, very crazy game. I loved it. Maybe we can't skip the... I'm sure I could skip them before. Can I skip you? No, I can't. No, I guess we got the credits. So what's the second game called again? Have a look. So it's the Zero Escape franchise, right? Second one is called Virtue's Last Reward. And then the last one is called Zero Time Dilemma. Halfway Channel says, yeah, they remain interesting and keep wanting to learn more. Cool, well I guess I'm going to dive right into the next one after this. I think there's a couple of endings I want to unlock though. I feel like I haven't unlocked them all. I've got the second... I think I might have all three. Let me just check on my... Halfway Channel said I buy them now and they're on the Steam sale, but I think I've got them. Let's have a quick look. So, I've definitely got the second one because that was part of the Zero Escape bundle, right? Ooh. Oh, look at this. Are you okay? Ah, come on, that's nothing. This is nothing. Really? Yeah. You don't look okay. It was just before the end of elementary school. Jumpy and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill, looking down at the bottom of the sun slowly set. How does it look then? He was half serious and half joking. I thought about it for a minute first. Well, let's see. It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then they just kept growing and growing and growing. What does that even mean? Junpei grinned and... Ow! Ow, 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 ow. See? I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless. You can't beat 5 8th graders, Jumpy. That's crazy. Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something. Look at the Nevada desert go past. For an SUV, this thing was has a pretty smooth ride. Sure was nice of someone to leave it out for us outside the building. Keys in the ignition and gas in the tank. What a coincidence. Almost like it was a present, you know? Anyway, we jumped in and now here we are, screaming across the desert. Lotus is over there in the passenger seat. Snake and Seven and I have all squeezed into the back seat here. I still can't believe we let her drive. Woohoo! This is so fun! This is so awesome! Driving is so great when there's nothing around! And there's no speed limit! It'd be funny if they all died now. Hey, Clover, watch those bumps, alright? This car jumps even a little, and I think I'm going to get crushed to death. Hey, shut it! I can't help it if I'm big, alright? Suck it up! Why didn't you drive, Seven? I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law. He doesn't have an international license. Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat. Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm giving this seat up. And Clover, there's no need to slow down. The car Santa and June are in should be somewhere down the road ahead again. This road ahead of us. Yeah, I saw some fresh tyre tracks going out. Oh, June's in the car. There's no doubt about it. Then we've got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we? Sure thing. Oh, shit. God damn it. Doesn't have to drive so fast. Man, I didn't even think a car like this could go this fast. We're sure throwing up a lot of dust. It was a couple of hours after we'd run into the junior high students. They'd been hiding in the bushes on the back of one of the hills, drenching a kitten in gasoline. Jesus Christ. The moment we saw what they were doing, Jumpy ran up to them, furious. Hey, what the hell are you doing? Then he jumped on them. He quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could. Help me! Officer! You have to come with me! The policeman and I headed back to the hill. All we found was Jumpy, sprawled on the ground with a face covered in big swelling lumps. You couldn't run away after you threw the kitty to me? I asked him. He stuck his tongue out through the hole in his mouth where a tooth had fallen out. Yeah, I guess I coulda. Then, why didn't you? I didn't want to. I wanted to be beat up. Beat up real good. Because of what they were doing to the kitty. Oh, because of what they were doing to the kitty. Yeah, that too, but I think they were the ones behind those murders on our first semester, remember? Oh, I see. Oh, you mean the bunnies? Yeah, the bunnies. He plucked some grass from the ground and tossed it into the wind. They asked me what elementary school I was from, so I told them. Then they said they'd do the same thing to you that they did to the rabbits. I couldn't forgive them for that. So I let them beat me up and beat me up again. Hey, there's still some stuff I don't get. Of course, they probably don't know any more than I do. Like Ace. Well, I guess I should say Gentaro Hongaro. Why did he create the Nonary project? Anybody? Any ideas? Why don't you ask him yourself? Well, yeah, I guess I could. He's still in the trunk, I assume. Yeah, he is. Still tied up. I'm assuming with his mouth taped shut. His eyes just looked empty, no emotion. He looks like he's just given up. I wonder if he even cares what happens to him anymore. Hey, were you listening to us? Yeah, go ahead and try to pretend you weren't, you old bastard. Let's get that tape off your mouth. Come on. I know you were. Answer me. You could at least look at me when you talk, man. I only wanted to see the faces. Human faces. I thought if I could gain the ability to access the morphic field set, then perhaps I could see faces. By peering into people's minds, you can understand how they were processing the expressions of others. That's it. Yes, if you want to put it simply. But if you're looking for a more philosophical answer, I can supply that as well. You see, the human collective consciousness. I think that's enough out of you, pal. Time for the tape to go back on. Alright. So what's your second question? You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you? Well, somebody's a little nosy. Well, my next question doesn't really have anything to do with you two. This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing. What's the deal with that?
Well, see, 9 years ago, after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own, hoping I'd catch him when he finally slipped up. During the course of my investigations, I learned a lot more about the Gigantic. I also found out that Gordane and Alice...
Oh, I found out about them. You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature? Sounds like Hongoro has something to say. Alright, fine. I'll let you talk, but you gotta behave. What? Alice doesn't exist. 9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. There was nothing in it but the root of a peculiar plant. My research determined that it was a member of the genus Mandragora of the family Solanaceae, if that's how you say that. I was able to contract a particular alkaloid from it. I used that extract to create Soporil. Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly. Shit, this is going to go on forever. Tape's going back on, Hungaro. The rest of my questions can wait a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride. Here. This is for you. What's this? This is a For You doll. His name is Jumpy. Jumpy pulled something out of his pocket and shoved out his arm toward me. In his hand was a doll made of yarn, small enough to fit in his palm. Jumpy, are you sure it's a For You doll? Yeah, the lady at the shop said so. That means it's for you, right? Are you sure it's not a voodoo doll? What? That's... Oh, man. Oh, man. Well, it sure looks like a voodoo doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for, right? Yeah, I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea, then. Why are you giving me this anyway? It just seems really sudden. Well, you know how after June, we aren't going to get to see each other too much. After June. I mean, we're going to be in different schools, and I just thought I'd, you know, Oh, okay, well, how about we call it June, then? Okay. So I wanted to give you this. You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie. Yes. I, head of tribe. This doll, traditional charm of tribe. So I give this, it me, so we always together. Oh, Jumpy. If something bad, then hold and pray. I go wherever you are. So here, take. I reached my hand out and picked up the doll gently. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy. Before I knew it, I was crying. Tears streamed down my face and fell into June's tiny yarn body. Oh, Jumpy, I'll never forget you. I promise. Jumpy looked straight into my eyes and said, just 5 words. I'll never forget you either. The sky was a beautiful crimson red as it melted down toward the horizon. The last golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city and painted themselves across the hills. We sat bathed in the warm light of the evening, just the two of us. leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. The sun set and we still didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened, and one by one, the lights of the town began to flicker on. There's still one thing I don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned, and also the only one that's really important. It has to do with June and Akane. 9 years ago, she died in the incinerator on the Gigantic, but she's still alive now as June. But how? Was it because I tapped into the morphic field set and saved her 9 years ago? Alright, let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. If I did that, then how do I make sense of what Seven remembers? Snake makes sense. He's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyway. But Seven, he said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Or, wait. Maybe that's not it at all. There is one other logical explanation. Was what you told me the truth, Seven? You look satisfied. No. No way. He couldn't. Hey, look over there. There's somebody next to the road. Huh?
What?
Who is that? Who is that? Is that Alice? The burning gaze of the Nevada sun poured down on her head. The desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there on that shimmering plain was a woman, her arm out and her thumb up. It would not be long before Junpei realized who she was. That's how it ends. All right. Finished all scenarios in 999. Would you like to save the info you obtained during this playthrough after saving the game and restart from the beginning? So have we got 2 endings to find? Wow, look at that ending. Okay, so we've got these 2 here. Alright, well, I guess that's another episode of 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. We might do one more to explore these 2 last endings. And then we'll be going on to Virtue's Last something. What's it called? It's called... I just had it up as well. It's called Virtue's Last Reward. Of course it is. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Oh, hello, Halfway Channel. You said, I didn't know you could beat the final game without all the endings. Yeah, apparently. But we'll go back and do these 2 next time. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.